Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most shocking cast changes to hit Port Charles in recent history. Fans of General Hospital are in for a major adjustment as a beloved actor steps away, making room for a soap opera veteran to step into the role. With speculation, emotions, and nostalgia running high, we'll break down everything you need to know about this surprising recast, the history of the actors involved, and what it all means for the storyline moving forward. Will Chris McKenna's Brennan capture the same magic? One of the biggest questions on fans' minds is whether Chris McKenna's version of Brennan will carry the same electrifying chemistry that Charles Measure brought to the role. Measure's portrayal of Jack Brennan quickly became a highlight of General Hospital, particularly due to his sizzling on-screen dynamic with Carly Spencer. Their tension, their interactions, and the underlying intensity of their relationship made them an instant favorite among viewers. But now, with a new actor stepping in, fans are left wondering, can McKenna pick up where Measure left off? Will he bring the same intrigue and complexity to Brennan, or will the transition feel too abrupt for audiences to embrace? Soap recasts are always a gamble. Some actors manage to seamlessly integrate into a role, capturing its essence while adding their own unique spin. Others struggle to make their version feel as organic as the original. And when it comes to a character as layered and mysterious as Brennan, the stakes are even higher. Only time will tell if McKenna's portrayal will resonate with fans in the same way. But one thing is certain: viewers will be watching closely, analyzing every scene, and comparing his performance to Measure's. Chris McKenna's extensive soap opera legacy. If there's one thing working in McKenna's favor, it's his extensive background in the world of daytime television. This isn't his first rodeo when it comes to high-stakes drama, intense emotional scenes, and complicated character arcs. McKenna's soap career began at a young age, with a memorable role on One Life to Live. He joined the show as Joey Buchanan at just 12 years old, playing a crucial part in one of the most pivotal storylines in daytime television history. His portrayal of Joey during the storyline that saw Billy Douglas come out was groundbreaking, leaving a lasting impression on longtime soap fans. But that was just the beginning. McKenna later made his way to The Young and the Restless, where he took on the role of the morally ambiguous detective, Mark Harding. His time on YNR was short-lived, but his performance left an impact. In 2016, he had a brief run on The Bold and the Beautiful as Dr. Hayden, Katie Logan's therapist, further cementing his presence in the soap world. Beyond daytime drama, McKenna has built a solid television career, making guest appearances on major primetime shows like Criminal Minds, That 70s Show, NCIS, and 90210, where he had a 7-episode arc as Patrick Westhill. With such a diverse resume, there's no doubt that McKenna has the chops to take on the role of Brennan. But will his experience be enough to win over General Hospital fans who were invested in Measure's performance? That remains to be seen. When will fans see the new Brennan? As shocking as this recast may be, the transition is happening quickly. Fans won't have to wait long to see Chris McKenna in action. Charles Measure made his General Hospital debut on December 1, 2023, quickly establishing himself as a captivating presence in Port Charles. But just as quickly as he arrived, he is now gone. His final episode aired on Thursday, January 30th, marking the end of his brief yet impactful tenure as Brennan. And with one departure comes a new arrival. Chris McKenna is set to step into the role as early as Tuesday, February 4th. That means fans will get to see firsthand how this transition plays out within days. For those who are skeptical or hesitant about embracing the new Brennan, the upcoming episodes will be crucial. Will McKenna's performance immediately reassure fans, or will it take time for audiences to warm up to his interpretation of the character? Why did Charles Measure leave General Hospital? One of the biggest mysteries surrounding this casting change is why Charles Measure left in the first place. Was it a creative decision? A behind-the-scenes conflict? Or simply the actor's personal choice? According to an official statement from a General Hospital spokesperson, Measure made the decision himself, Charles Measure opted to exit the role of Brennan. We wish him all the best in his future endeavors. The network also reassured fans that Brennan's storyline will continue uninterrupted, stating, "We look forward to continuing Brennan's exciting storyline with Chris McKenna in the role." While this statement suggests that Measure wasn't fired, it still leaves room for speculation. Could there have been more going on behind the scenes? Did the actor simply feel that the role wasn't developing in the way he had hoped? Fans may never get the full story, but one thing is clear: Measure left an impression during his time on the show, and replacing him will be no easy feat. Final thoughts: a bold change that could shape General Hospital's future. Recasts are always a tricky territory for soap operas. They can either breathe new life into a character or disrupt a storyline in a way that feels jarring. With Charles Measure's departure and Chris McKenna's arrival, General Hospital is at a crossroads. Will McKenna's version of Brennan seamlessly fit into the ongoing narrative, or will the change be too disruptive for fans to accept? More importantly, will Brennan's dynamic with Carly Spencer remain as intense and engaging as it was before? For now, fans will have to keep watching to see how it all unfolds. One thing is for certain: Port Charles is never short on drama, and this casting change has only added to the intrigue. What do you think about the recast? Are you excited to see Chris McKenna step into the role, or are you still hoping for Charles Measure's return? Next, we're unraveling the tense and unpredictable storyline surrounding Sasha Gilmore Corbin. As she navigates the joys and fears of pregnancy, an undeniable storm brews around her. Her past losses, tangled connections to the powerful Corinthos family, and ever-present threats make her journey anything but simple. Will she manage to shield her unborn child from danger, or will history repeat itself in the most heartbreaking way? Let's break it all down. Will Sasha finally find happiness, or will tragedy strike again? Soap operas have a long-standing tradition of placing expectant mothers in peril, and Sasha is no exception. When a character is pregnant in Port Charles, there's always an underlying fear of something going wrong. Whether it's a high-risk complication, a kidnapping, or an unexpected accident, the tension never lets up. Sasha has already endured unimaginable pain, suffering the devastating loss of her first child, Liam Corbin. The anguish of that tragedy left emotional scars that have yet to fully heal. Losing another child would be more than just a storyline twist; it would be a soul-crushing blow to a woman who has fought so hard to rebuild her life. Fans are desperately hoping that this time, the writers will grant Sasha the happiness she deserves. After witnessing Molly Lansing Davis and TJ Ashford's world crumble when Christina Corinthos Davis lost her baby, it would be especially cruel to force Sasha down a similar path. A successful pregnancy could bring much-needed joy and hope, not just for Sasha but for those who support her. But as any General Hospital fan knows, nothing is ever that simple. The growing bond between Sasha and Jason: a newfound protector or a dangerous connection? As Sasha navigates this nerve-wracking chapter in her life, Jason Morgan has unexpectedly stepped in as a source of strength. Due to a mix-up involving Cody Bell, Jason has taken on the role of a temporary father figure. But his involvement may come at a cost. Jason is, and always has been, deeply connected to Sonny Corinthos. That connection alone makes Sasha's life more complicated. While Jason's presence brings her comfort, it also places her directly in the crosshairs of anyone looking to send a message to Sonny. If Sasha is seeking a life free from danger, Jason may not be the safe haven she believes he is. Despite the risks, there's no denying that Jason's protective nature is exactly what Sasha needs. His support could be invaluable as she faces the uncertainty of her pregnancy, especially with threats looming over her. The question is, will his presence shield her from harm, or will it pull her deeper into a world she's trying to escape? Jen Sidwell, a threat that refuses to fade. If Sasha thought she could leave her past dangers behind, Jen Sidwell is a haunting reminder that threats don't simply disappear. Having already kidnapped her and orchestrated the warehouse explosion, Sidwell has proven that he is not a foe to be underestimated. What's more troubling is that he's still lurking in the shadows, watching, waiting, and planning. His presence in the hospital chapel, where he overheard Sasha discussing her pregnancy, is a chilling sign that he may not be finished with her yet. If he decides to target her once more, Sasha could find herself in a life or death situation. Sidwell's motives remain a mystery. Is he seeking revenge? Does he see Sasha as a pawn in a larger game? Or is there an even darker reason for his obsession? Regardless of his intentions, one thing is certain: Sasha isn't safe as long as he remains in Port Charles. Could Anna Devane unravel the truth before it's too late? While Sasha faces her own personal battles, another key player in this puzzle is watching from the sidelines: Anna Devane. A seasoned investigator, Anna has already started piecing together clues, suspecting that Jen Sidwell may be responsible for the penthouse explosion. Anna's instincts have rarely led her astray, and if she continues digging, she could be the key to exposing Sidwell before he strikes again. But time is not on Sasha's side. If Sidwell is indeed plotting something, Anna may have to move faster than ever to prevent another catastrophe. With her experience in espionage and her ability to see through deception, Anna's role in this storyline could be pivotal. Will she connect the dots before Sidwell makes his next move? And more importantly, will Sasha survive long enough to see justice served? Sasha's secret: why she can't reveal the father's identity. One of the biggest questions surrounding Sasha's pregnancy is why she has kept the identity of the father, Michael Corinthos, a closely guarded secret. The answer is simple: protection. Michael, the son of Sonny Corinthos, is no stranger to danger. His family name alone makes him a target, and Sasha has already seen firsthand what happens to those caught in the crossfire. Michael suffered severe burns in an explosion that wasn't even meant for him. He was merely collateral damage, in the wrong place at the wrong time. For Sasha, the risk is far too great. She cannot bear the thought of her child becoming another casualty in the never-ending cycle of violence that follows the Corinthos family. After losing Liam, she refuses to take any chances, even if it means keeping the truth from those around her. But secrets rarely stay buried for long in Port Charles. If the truth comes out, will it put Sasha's baby in even more danger? The road ahead: a storyline packed with twists, turns, and uncertainty. Sasha's journey is far from over, and General Hospital fans should prepare for more twists along the way. Will she manage to escape Sidwell's grasp? Will Jason's presence prove to be a blessing or a curse? And most importantly, will Sasha finally get the happy ending she deserves, or will tragedy strike once again? As we brace for the next chapter in this gripping storyline, one thing is certain: Sasha's fate is hanging in the balance. If you thought things in Port Charles couldn't get more dramatic, think again. A long-buried secret is about to blow up in spectacular fashion, and at the heart of it all is Brooklyn Quartermaine. A shocking revelation about her past is sending ripples through the Quartermaine mansion and beyond. What happens when a decades-old secret comes to light? Who will be left standing when the truth finally emerges? And how did a web of deception manage to stay intact for so long? Let's dig in. Cody Bell, the keeper of a 20-year-old secret, but why now? Of all the unexpected twists in this story, perhaps the most baffling is that Cody Bell has known Brooklyn's secret all along. Yes, the same Cody Bell who couldn't keep Sasha Gilmore's pregnancy under wraps for more than 20 minutes has somehow managed to hold onto this bombshell for 2 whole decades. On the January 31st episode, viewers learned that Cody had actually been there for Brooklyn when she needed help the most. He was the one who drove her to the bus stop the night she left to give birth and place her baby for adoption. And then? Silence. For 20 years, he never mentioned it. He never followed up. He never even thought to bring it up, even as Brooklyn's life unfolded in ways that made the secret all the more relevant. It raises the question, why now? What made Cody finally acknowledge this truth after all these years? Is it guilt? A desire to right a wrong? Or is there an even bigger twist coming that will explain why he kept quiet for so long? Regardless of the reason, Cody's knowledge of this secret adds an entirely new layer of complexity to an already messy situation. Now, the floodgates are about to open, and the Quartermaine family is in for a reckoning. Ned Quartermaine's worst nightmare: a secret grandson under his own roof? As shocking as this revelation is for Brooklyn, it might be even more earth-shattering for her father, Ned Quartermaine. It turns out that the son Brooklyn gave up for adoption may not be some distant mystery child. He could be someone who has been living in the Quartermaine mansion all along. The signs all point to Gio Palmieri being the secret love child of Brooklyn and Dante Falconeri. That means Ned has been unknowingly living under the same roof as his grandson, completely unaware of his true identity. Imagine the fury that will erupt when Ned learns the truth. Not only has he been deceived by his daughter, but he has also been kept in the dark by Lois Cerullo, the woman who once meant so much to him. The betrayal is twofold, both as a father and as a grandfather. For Ned, this isn't just about Brooklyn's choices. This is about trust. This is about family. And this is about the fact that an entire part of his legacy was kept from him for no good reason. Once he finds out, he won't hold back. His anger will be justified, and the fallout could be catastrophic. A devastating betrayal. How could Lois and Brooklyn keep this from Olivia and Dante? The betrayals don't stop with Ned. One of the biggest explosions waiting to happen in this storyline involves Olivia Falconeri, Lois Cerullo, and, of course, Dante Falconeri himself. For years, Lois and Olivia have been best friends. They've shared their lives, their struggles, and their families. And yet, in keeping Brooklyn's secret, Lois has committed the ultimate act of disloyalty. Olivia has no idea what her best friend has done. She has no idea that Lois played a role in keeping her own grandchild a secret. She has no idea that Dante has a son he never knew existed. And when she finds out, the betrayal will be unbearable. As for Dante, the situation is equally devastating. He may have been just a teenager at summer camp when he and Brooklyn conceived their child, but that doesn't mean he didn't deserve a say in what happened next. He was given no choice. No opportunity to step up. No chance to be a father. Brooklyn's decision to exclude him completely from the process is not sitting well with fans. While many understand that she was young and unprepared to be a mother, that doesn't erase the fact that Dante was completely blindsided. Would he and Olivia have wanted to raise the child? Would they have found another way? We'll never know, because that decision was taken from them. And now, the moment of reckoning is here. The story that could have been, but instead, fans are frustrated with such an emotionally charged storyline. General Hospital had an opportunity to craft a compelling, heartfelt narrative, one that explored the difficult choices young mothers face, the pain of hidden truths, and the complexity of family bonds. But instead of taking a slow, thoughtful approach, the writers have thrown one shocking revelation after another at the audience, making the storyline feel more chaotic than compelling. Rather than allowing fans to process the weight of Brooklyn's past, new details have been dropped without warning, making it difficult to fully invest in the emotional depth of the situation. One moment, Brooklyn's secret is unknown; the next, it's unraveling at breakneck speed. Instead of building up tension gradually, the plot twists are being stacked on top of each other like a house of cards. Many fans have taken to message boards to express their frustration with the rushed and disjointed execution of what could have been a powerful story. Rather than sympathy for Brooklyn, many are feeling anger toward her choices and the way the storyline is unfolding. It's not that the premise is bad, it's that the execution is lacking. And unless the writers find a way to slow things down and truly explore the emotional consequences of this revelation, it risks becoming just another soap opera plot twist that's forgotten as quickly as it began. What happens next? The fallout will be explosive now that this long-buried secret is finally unraveling. There's no stopping the chaos that will follow. Ned will demand answers. Olivia will feel utterly betrayed. Dante will struggle to process the fact that he has a child he never knew existed. And Brooklyn? She will have to face the consequences of her choices in ways she never anticipated. And let's not forget Gio. How will he react when he learns the truth about his parentage? Will he embrace his newfound identity, or will he feel just as betrayed as the rest of his family? No matter how this plays out, one thing is for certain: Port Charles is about to be rocked by this revelation, and the repercussions will be felt for a long time to come. What do you think about Brooklyn's secret? Do you believe she had a right to keep it hidden, or should Dante and Olivia have known from the start? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more updates from ABC GH Spoilers.